22 exotic foods that can actually kill you. If you're a foodie, then you probably love trying new foods. You know those times when you go to another country and want to taste a little bit of everything? It's normal. We are curious beings by nature, and this world is so vast and rich that we want to experience as much of it as possible. When it comes to trying new foods, we first test them by looks and smell. However, looks can be deceiving, and some really appetizing foods can be extremely toxic for us. In today's video, we will talk about 22 exotic foods that can actually kill you or send you to the ER. They are on the list of the world's most dangerous foods. Watch till the end as you'll find out about toxic foods like monkey brains, which are actually consumed in some parts of the world. Are you ready? Let's jump in. Number 1. The Fugu fish. The Fugu fish is a delicacy in Japan, but if not prepared correctly, it can be deadly. Fugu contains a toxin called tetrodotoxin, which is more poisonous than cyanide. This is why in the US, the fugu is banned. The Japanese chefs who want to be legally allowed to cook this fish must go through rigorous training and pass a strict exam. The fugu fish is really appreciated in Japan as the people there consume about 10,000 tons each year. Would you dare to try it? Number 2. The Giant Bullfrog. This frog grows to the size of a cat, and it can be lethal due to its poison. Nevertheless, Namibians cook and eat it as a delicacy. If not cooked properly, the giant bullfrog can cause kidney failure and other complications. It might taste really nice, but do you think it's worth the risk? Let us know in the comments below. Number 3. Alfalfa sprouts. Alfalfa sprouts are delicious and quite nutritious. However, you run the risk of salmonella infection if you consume them. As they're growing, they might nurture disease-causing bacteria like E. coli, listeria, monocytogenes, or salmonella. That's enough for a night visit to the ER, and you wouldn't want that, would you? Alfalfa sprouts also contain a toxin called cannavanine, which can attack the immune system. So leave these sprouts aside. You've got plenty of other tasty and nutritious options. Liking our video so far? Before we move on to the next food, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on new informative videos. Number 4. Bluefin Tuna. Bluefin tuna is a prized delicacy in Japan, used for sushi and sashimi. It is really flavored and expensive. In 2013, a large bluefin tuna was sold for a whopping $1.76 million. Nevertheless, bluefin tuna can be dangerous because it contains high levels of mercury, a toxic chemical compound. A high concentration of mercury can result in serious kidney, heart, and nervous system issues. In large quantities, it can be deadly to the human body. So, be careful with bluefin tuna. It might be a delicacy, but it can also be very dangerous. Number 5. Blood clams. Blood clams can be found in the Gulf of Mexico, the Atlantic, and the Pacific. Usually, clams are delicious and safe to eat. Not blood clams. Blood clams live in low-oxygen environments and are known to ingest various types of viruses that can prove dangerous to us humans, like typhoid, dysentery, or hepatitis A. So why not stick to ordinary clams and avoid the blood clams? Isn't that better? Number 6. The Kepayang fruit. The scientific name of Kepayang is Pangium edule. The tree is endemic to Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore. Almost every part of the Kepayang tree is poisonous. The wood, leaves, and fruit are high in cyanide, which is a deadly poison. Nevertheless, the locals have found a way to cook the fruit's seeds. Some old methods include boiling the seeds before burying them in a pit of ash for 40 days. The seeds are considered a delicacy for their creamy texture and flavor. But would you take the chance? Number 7. Hakarl. Hakarl is an Icelandic delicacy that tastes like stinky cheese and urine. You will need a strong shot of liquor to wash it down. Wait, what? Hakarl is basically a rotten raw shark that gets buried in dirt for months to prevent its skin from being toxic. It's Iceland's national food and quite a tourist attraction. So why is it dangerous? Hakarl is basically raw shark meat that has been fermented. Raw shark meat is toxic because it contains high levels of urea. Sharks need urea to regulate the salt concentration in their bodies. However, for humans, high levels of urea can lead to respiratory, skin, and eye diseases. Number 8. Sannakji. Also known as live octopus, Sannakji is basically a raw octopus dish that is served while still moving. The octopus is no longer alive, but the nerves in the tentacles are still squirming and the suction cups are still active. So, Sannakji is a choking hazard, and that's why it's dangerous. You need to chew on it thoroughly before swallowing. Apparently, 6 people die every year by choking on Sannakji, so think twice before you try it. Number 9. Casu Marzu. Casu Marzu is basically cheese with maggots. It has been banned in many parts of the world, including the United States. Why? Because it's got actual maggots in it. So, Casu Marzu begins as an actual block of cheese that is left outside for flies to lay their eggs in it. When these eggs hatch, the maggots start eating the cheese, digest it partially, and then excrete the rest. Yes, it sounds gross, but Casu Marzu is a coveted delicacy, selling on the black market for about $500 per pound. Should you try a bite, you could get a strong allergic reaction, nausea, abdominal pain, and vomiting. Of course, I'm not sure how you could put it in your mouth in the first place. Number 10. Silver stripe Blaasop. This fish is found in the Indo-West Pacific, and it is considered a delicacy. People have been eating it for centuries. However, the liver, the reproductive organs, and the skin are extremely poisonous, and they can trigger fatal paralysis and serious breathing problems. But if you carefully remove these parts, the fish is good and healthy. Would you take the risk? Number 11. Ackee. Ackee is Jamaica's national fruit, but taking a bite can cause severe vomiting, also known as Jamaican vomiting sickness. Ackee contains high levels of hypoglycin, which has a strong hypoglycemic effect that can cause death. Apparently, if you avoid the toxic black seeds, you can eat the yellow flesh once the red fruit has burst open. However, would you take the risk? Number 12. Cassava. This starchy root vegetable is endemic to the Caribbean, Central, and South America. It is also known as yuca. About 500 million people consume cassava in their bread, desserts, or soups. However, if not cooked properly, cassava can turn into cyanide once digested, and it contains enough poison to kill you, so beware. Number 13. Stonefish. This fish is also considered a delicacy, and it is extremely safe to eat. However, it can be deadly to catch and cook. It has 13 venomous and sharp spines along its back. A sting is excruciatingly painful, damaging the skin tissue in the immediate area. More than that, the venom can trigger seizures, paralysis, and shock, leading to death even. Now reading this, would you eat it? Yes, it's safe to eat, but still. Number 14. Death Cap Mushroom. Amanita phalloides, aka the death cap mushroom, is a deadly poisonous fungus widely spread across Europe. In fact, it is one of the most dangerous mushrooms in the world. A few mouthfuls of death cap mushroom can cause abdominal cramps, vomiting, and diarrhea at first. This is known as the honeymoon phase. If the cause of the abdominal cramps is not discovered in time, the poison in these mushrooms will silently destroy the liver, causing rapid organ failure, coma, and even death. So if you don't know much about mushrooms, keep away from them. Number 15. Inky Cap Mushroom. The Inky Cap Mushroom is popularly known as Tippler's Bane because it becomes poisonous when consumed together with alcohol. The mushroom contains a certain toxin that can cause serious illness when consumed with alcohol. The symptoms include nausea, sweating, vomiting, diarrhea, or palpitations. Apparently, even rubbing alcohol on the skin or inhaling it can cause the symptoms to kick in. It's a nasty thing. Number 16. Raw elderberries. Elderberries represent a staple in homeopathic medicine used to treat skin injuries and colds. They are also quite delicious to eat. However, their seeds, leaves, and twigs contain a cyanide-like compound. If you eat raw elderberries, you run the risk of severe vomiting, nausea, diarrhea, and dehydration. Number 17. Raw cashews. If you're in love with these delicious nuts and always purchase a bag from your local supermarket, you should also know that raw cashews are extremely toxic due to a toxic chemical called urushiol. This compound is related to poison ivy and can cause some unpleasant skin conditions. Moreover, in large quantities, raw cashews can be deadly. However, the cashews you buy from the supermarket are not raw. The kernels have actually been steamed to remove their urushiol, so you should be safe, but always keep in mind that raw cashews are bad. Number 18. Monkey brains. Monkey brains are a delicacy in China. It might sound weird to us, but they represent a prized dish over there. However, monkey brains can cause a serious neurodegenerative disorder called Creutzfeldt-Jakob. It's something like the mad cow disease, resulting in depression, impaired vision, even dementia, progressive paralysis, and death. Mad, right? I'd have chicken, please. Number 19. Elvers. Elvers are some sort of baby eels that can be sold for $6,000 per kilogram. They are a delicacy in Japan. However, what you should know is that the blood of elvers and eels in general is poisonous. If not cooked thoroughly, elvers and eels can be highly toxic. Moreover, in some parts of the world, they are protected as endangered species. So just don't eat them, all right? Number 20. Lychee. Lychee is quite a delicious food, however, you should eat it only when it's fully ripe. Otherwise, it can prove toxic, sometimes even fatal, causing a brain inflammation, also known as brain fever. The main symptoms are high fever, convulsions, vomiting, unconsciousness, and seizures. Number 21. Chaya. Chaya is some sort of tree spinach with prolonged leaves native to the Yucatan Peninsula. It is a staple in Central American cuisine. However, the leaves contain cyanide-producing compounds which can prove very toxic. So you need to properly simmer the leaves in oil before eating them. Number 22. Bamboo shoots. Bamboo shoots are the only edible part of the bamboo plant. They are common in the Asian cuisine and go well with their soups and noodles. However, they contain cyanide-producing toxins, so you need to properly boil them before eating. Now that you've gone through this list of 22 exotic foods that can actually kill you, will you still try them out or say pass? Let us know in the comments down below. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more fun and informative videos like this one. Thanks for watching. Your wellness is our mission.